Hello and welcome everybody to another Aetherdrift Drafty Drift. I am Paul Cheon and I am fresh back from my spring break trip with my family. And while I've been away, I've also been testing a bunch of Pioneer. So as you can see, I have now officially hit double Mythic here. But yes, I have been not Pioneer, excuse me, Explorer, because we have, of course, the Arena Championship coming this weekend. So I have been doing a lot of testing with a wide variety of decks and hoping. Deck lists are due, by the way, when this video comes out. It's due on Monday, so hoping that we figure out a good deck for the event for a chance at up to $30,000. But today, for all of you, it's time to, of course, hop back into draft here, sitting at rank number 33. Let's open something nice. Now, before we head into this draft, just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all of your TCG singles and sealed product needs. Whether you need some booster boxes or singles, TCGplayer.com is the place to go. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, make sure you check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmat, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, heavyplay.com is the place to go. Heavyplay.com/paulcheon will get you 10% off your first order. They also have a big convention presence. They're going to be at the Spotlight Series in Denver. So tell them Paul sent you, and you'll get 10% applied there as well. Man, I have not tested like this in a long time. Like I played a bunch while I was on spring break, but also yesterday. I think I played 12 hours of Magic. Yeah. I'm old now. It's hard to stay focused for 12 hours of Magic. But you know what? It was still kind of fun just because I haven't done it in a while. I don't know how the pros do it though. Alrighty. So I haven't drafted in a week. Where are we now? Oh yeah, take green cards, right? Hold on. All right, pack one, pick one. We have Redshift Rocketeer Chief, which honestly, there's a lot of words. It looks really exciting, but it's really not that great. It's okay. If you're red-green with a bunch of exhaust, it can be good. But I'm looking at Dredger's Insight and Packdoll Terror here as the first pick, first pack option. I think nothing else really comes close. So I have not had a ton of success drafting the artifact decks, but that's because I've been doing the blue-white thing. I wonder if I take the Packdoll Terror, if things end up a little bit better for me. Yeah, sure. I like Dredger's Insight too. I definitely like Dredger's Insight as well, but honestly, that was I don't think you can go wrong either way. Dredger's Insight's only really good, I think, if you're black-green. And I guess Packdoll Terror is only good if you're black-blue. But, you know, I found Packdoll Terror to be a totally fine card in most decks. So I'm going to go with that here. This is a much better pack. You have Rangers Refueler, Carrion Cruiser, Thunderhead Gunner, Rocketeer Boost Buggy, and Run Over. All totally fine options. Now, had I taken the Dredger's Insight, I probably, well, I could take the Run Over, but honestly, Rangers Refueler is just too good. Just in any deck, even if you're not doing full-on exhaust thing, this card is quite strong, but this is a really, really good pack overall. So I'm passing, look, so the person I'm passing to probably took Dredger's Insight, and they could take any number of Run Over, Thunderhead Gunner, or Carrion Cruiser, but I will take the Rangers Refueler. Taking another artifact here to follow up our first pick, Packdoll Terror, is obviously quite strong. Now moving into pack one, pick three, this is a garbage tier pack with nothing I really want. I'm not going to take these white cards. Pride of the Road's just okay. There is Endrider Catalyzer, Venom Sac Lagak, and Skystreak Engineer. And I guess I'll take Skystreak Engineer. I don't love this in blue-black, but it's always going to make your deck. And given that we have the Rangers Refueler, I think it goes pretty nicely with that. And then, of course, there is a world where we maybe move over into a blue-green exhaust deck if that ends up being open. And if that's the case, then of course I'm going to be happy that I took this Skystreak Engineer. But we'll see. We'll take it one pick at a time here. Now, pack one, pick four, we have more blue cards. We have a Bounce Off, a second Skystreak Engineer. We have Combat Tricks in Maximum Overdrive and Siphon Fuel. Now, these cards are both okay, but it isn't clear that the artifact, well, it could be. But even then, I don't think I want to take the Siphon Fuel here just because it's kind of an expensive removal spell. So the question here is, do I want a second Skystreak Engineer or the first Bounce Off? I'm going to take the first Bounce Off here. We already have one Engineer giving us just a good piece of interaction. So let's go ahead and take that. And another Bounce Off. Okay. Yeah, artifacts. I mean, I could just go some weird blue-black. There is a late Boom Scholar, but given what I have now, it would be kind of a tough pivot. And on the splash, this card's not particularly strong. So I can either take a second copy of Bounce Off or the first Siphon Fuel. Why don't we just take another Bounce Off here? Now it's like I'm maxed on Bounce Offs, so I don't really want to take anything beyond that, but we'll see how this goes. Here we have the choice between Guidelight Optimizer and Night Market. The packs do seem to be drying up. And man, you know, I will say, I think there's just not enough good commons because, I don't know, I have been like getting upset with how good the packs are, starting from pick 4, pick 5 in a lot of different drafts. I'll take the Guidelight Optimizer. I think Night Market is also totally fine to take because if I do end up in a non-blue black deck, that's fine. But we did see some black cards. Now noting that I really need to find the artifact cards, but you know, the Optimizer is also totally fine to play, you know, in a exhaust heavy deck, although that might not be where we're going either. Certainly seeing some red cards here. There is a Sky Crash, a Pit Automaton, don't love the Surveyor. Black definitely doesn't feel like it's where we need to be. Maybe we can shift gears and move into blue-red. That is a late Sky Crash, that's pretty good. Pit Automaton I don't really like unless I have a ton of exhaust cards, and I don't know that that's where I want to be. So what? And there's a lot of red cards here. Why don't we speculate on the Sky Crash here? Now, there was we'll note that there was a push to limit, but we've already tried that thing once. Okay, that's a late run over. What's going on here? Okay, I guess I'll take the run over and see where this goes. Okay, now this is interesting. I can take Trip Up or Clamorous Ironclad. There's also a Surveyor. I guess I'll take Trip Up and just keep taking blue cards because that's the only thing that seems remotely open. Yeah, this is not going well. Just taking a bunch of mediocre artifacts and creatures. Man. Is this only happening to me? What is this? I mean, we did see like green seems not super contested. We are tabling some stuff. Like, Gibrick Omnivore should not be coming to me last pick. Okay, well, you know what? We got bailed out, folks. We opened a Riverchurn Monument. That's a second push to limit here. But we at least have a game plan here with the Riverchurn Monument. Unclear what our second color still needs to be. I just took a bunch of blue cards. Nothing that were tremendous by any means, but this is at least some kind of direction. Okay, Lifecraft Engine I don't really care for. This is not a particularly good pack. There's a Voyage Home that I could potentially splash. No great green cards that I'm happy second picking. There's a Ride's End, but that's white. There's a Gastel Raider, but black didn't seem super open. In fact, I should probably just hide the Pactile Terror. So if I'm blue-green, what do I actually want out of this pack? Maybe I just take Midnight Mangler? But I do have 2 Gibrick Omnivores. Is it Broken Wings? Second pick? No, I'm going to just take Grease Wrench Goblin here. I have a Sky Crash already. It's definitely the best card in that pack. And then we'll just kind of play it by ear. We'll see how this goes. All right, definitely seeing some white cards, but that's not the direction that I want to be. You definitely don't want to be fighting people over white cards, and we didn't see much white in pack 1. There's no green card still, so maybe that's not where we want to be. No red cards and no blue cards, surprisingly. There's just a Midnight Mangler. Ay, ay, ay. What do I do? I mean, if I want to be blue-black, I think Wreckage Wickerfolk is the best option. All right, we will continue doing this one pick at a time and see where this goes. This I will take Dredger's Insight. Does this hit artifacts? Okay. Could almost be a starting column type situation. Okay. Now, is this draft going well? I'm going to answer that. It's going to be very simple. No, the answer is no. Can we still make something happen? Possibly. Possibly. All right, we'll take Keen Buccaneer. It's a playable card. Brood Hard Engine, I just don't really want to splash. There's a starting column here as well, but let's just take Keen Buccaneer. And I guess we're just moving into just a very awkward blue-green deck. Something like this. Another Sky Crash. I guess I'll take another Dredger's Insight. This deck is just all in on Riverchurn Monument at this point. Scrap Compactor. Don't really want that either. Wow, this is like... Man, I don't draft for a week and this is what happens? Can you imagine if I just take like a little bit of time off? Holy cow. Like, I don't even know what color combination would have been good here. I really don't. I don't think I want 2 bounce-offs and 3 trip-ups. This is a disaster. Whatever, I'll take it and see. All right, Midnight Mangler might have to get in. Yeah. This is a do-over draft. I'm just gonna say, what the hell? What the hell is happening? All right, I need another bomb. Oh, there it is. Okay, well, I opened Sky Sovereign in my first draft of the format, and now I opened it here. But it feels like a bit of a waste just because of how bad this deck looks. But, you know, now we have Riverchurn Monument and Sky Sovereign as legitimate win condition options. So there's that. There's another Ranger's Refueler. I do love that. That gives us some action. I do like the Refueler and Hazard of the Dunes, but I like the Refueler more. Okay, now anything that says Exhaust on it, I'm going to take. So here, there's a Skystreak Engineer. It says Exhaust, and it's a 2-drop. So I will certainly take it. Don't really care for Bestow Greatness. There's an Elvish Refueler. It says Exhaust. Roadside Blowout's fine, but look at how much bounce we already have. So let's just take Elvish Refueler. At least now we have a bunch of Refuelers and some Exhaust cards, which helps. Can we salvage this draft? Okay, there's Marshall's Path Cruiser and Flood the Engine. Normally I am a pretty big person. I advocate for the Path Cruiser pretty, like I value it very highly, but I don't actually crew it very well, and I do think I need hard removal, so I will take Flood the Engine here. And, ooh, Ranger's Aether Hive or another Flood the Engine. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7 exhaust. I actually don't love Ranger's Aether Hive. I feel like Flood the Engine's just better. So let's take it. So now I have 2 Flood the Engines, Run Over, 2 Bounce. Wow. So what happened here? Look at this pack. Pathbreaker, I mean, I'm taking the Scurryfoot, but... like, green, I guess, just was open randomly. And so now here we are. Okay, I'll take the Lagek. So we have a good curve. I can certainly cut those cards. I'm just trying to figure out cards I like / have exhaust. 1, 2, 3. I guess I could have taken another Engineer in one of the previous packs, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll play the Camera Launcher here too, probably, just because I have double Refueler. And then Dredger's Insight I like as a way to find my busted cards. My best cards are creatures and enchantments, so I think I like this. Here, I think I just need a big creature, so I'll just take Tarion here over Hull Drifter. Like, Ranger's Refueler gives me some action already, and I think I just want a large body. So there's that, and then this puts us at 10 creatures. This is kind of a creature. Oh my gosh, the refuel. What is this draft? Like, going into pack 2, we were like some janky blue-black artifact deck, and now here we are. Alright, I think Defend the Rider is better than Bestow Greatness. This I like better if I'm like red-green, but I think here I'm more interested in protecting my permanents. And I do think I'm actually going to play it here because the cards like the Ranger's Refuel, like my Refuelers I really want to protect. So I think we have a deck here. We have a deck. All right. Let's go. We somehow salvaged this draft. Thanks to us opening Sky Sovereign in the last pack. You know, it's all skill, still have it, etc., etc. All right, let's take a look here. All right, let's cut the trip ups. Surveyor. The Optimizer is on. Oh, Mangler can go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then what are we on? 12 creatures? 12 creatures with 2 Rangers Refuelers. Keep that in mind. And the Dredger's Insight also helps us find creatures. So I think I want to cut one more card. I'm pretty mana heavy, so I'm going to play 17 even though I have the 2 Dredger's Insights. I can certainly cut Guidelight Optimizer. Yeah, that's the cut. So this gives us 5 2-drops with double Rangers Refuelers. Seems solid here. 11 creatures, but effectively 13 with the 2 Rangers Refuelers. And then Dredger's Insight to help us find more creatures. We have decent interaction in double Bounce Off, double Flood the Engine, Run Over. We have a nice protection spell and Defend the Rider. And yeah, I'm kind of liking this. Wow, how did we piece together something that looks reasonably solid? It definitely helps that we opened Riverturn Monument and Sky Sovereign. I will say, it helps that we opened those cards. I know, it's wild words. Do I want Reef Roads? I have double Ranger's Refueler and a Sky Sovereign, and I have Dredger's Insight to potentially use to get back. Yeah, I do think so, especially because I have some vehicles here. Like, I'd like to be able to crew the Sky Sovereign, and I think this helps. So, yeah, let's cut that. And we don't have a lot of double blue cards, so let's play the Reef Roads. And all right, there we go. Sky Sovereign and Riverturn Monument. Welcome back, Paul, is what they're saying. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all of your support, as it truly does mean a lot. All right. Oh, Stampeding Scurryfoot into double Ranger's Refueler. Love to see that. All right, Night Market turn 1 from the opponent. We drew Sky Sovereign. I also love to see this. Just need to draw a couple lands here. Blue-green, our opponent also very smart. Sky Streak Engineer. Okay. Oh my gosh, I drew Elvish Refueler. Okay. What is this 1, 2, 3, by the way? This 1, 2, 3 is outrageous. I do need to find some lands, I will say. I do need to find some lands. Hopefully they don't have like a Flood the Engine or something. Because I want to start drawing... Oh, Riverturn Monument! Okay, you know what? I don't feel bad anymore, opponent. Okay? I don't feel bad anymore. I need to find lands. I'm gonna pump that up. Okay. So I need to start getting very, very aggressive. What is the best way to do so? I think the best way to do so is actually playing Sky Streak Engineer and attacking for 6. Alternatively, I can just play the other Ranger's Refueler, which sets me up beautifully. Maybe that's just better. Like, winning with the card advantage also seems pretty good. I don't know. I guess I can still play this next turn. You know what? I'm going to go max aggression, especially because they have the Riverturn Monument in play. I would play this differently. I would play this differently if they didn't have a Monument in play. I would have just played the Ranger's Refueler. But hopefully I have my opponent on the back foot here. Also, obviously, if I just draw a land, like jamming Sky Sovereign is extremely powerful. And that's going to be something that's really, really hard for them to beat. Okay, locks it on Surveyor, and then they get the speed up here. All right, my turn. If I was my opponent, I guess I'd be pretty tough. Like, this is just a really silly, silly start. All right, let's just Sky Sovereign, I guess. Now that is a bomb. You are correct. Let's kill Surveyor. Let's crew this up. Yep, that's not going to do it. What a draw, by the way. This is outrageous. Oh my gosh. Oh! They also have Sky Sovereign, but they're dead. They can't crew it. Nice. That is awesome. That is awesome. They just literally have the exact same deck. That is hilarious. That's ridiculous. They had the Riverturn Monument and the Sky Sovereign as well. If they were on the play, or if my draw was just like slightly worse, that game just gets literally turned around. Oh my gosh. What a way to start the draft. It's going to be hard to top. I literally don't think it's possible to beat that draw. We drew in the 99th percentile of what our deck was capable of. Let's just put it that way. All right, on the play here, 3 islands, Keen Buccaneer. I'll keep. If I draw a forest, obviously this hand really ends up being very solid. But you know, I have the Keen Buccaneer on 3, which then helps me loot. So if they can't kill it, then I'm in a really good spot. If they interference my Buccaneer, obviously that's bad. Now you could make the argument that I should mulligan because my deck is so strong. But on the flip side, you can also say that because my deck is so strong, I'll also draw out of it. So here, I really just don't want them to play Run Over to kill my Buccaneer. Okay, Thornwood Falls, Mountain, and Swamp. Do I need to say it? Okay, Velo Heart Bike, it's all good. Velo Heart Bike, it's all good. That's really interesting. I can either play the... I'm going to play the Refueler. Whatever, I'll miss a land drop. The upside is just so great. And it gives me a really good chance to dig out of this. Now, if they do use a removal spell on the Buccaneer, I might save it, actually. Just to be able to have permanents to play. Yeah. Refueler was a good draw, but at the same time, obviously, I would have just loved to draw Forest. I mean, it's always terrifying when your opponents do start out naturally with every single color. Like, you know that they're just going to... If they draw their mana, their deck is going to be more powerful in general than what my deck's capable of doing. Now, I don't know if that's necessarily the case with my deck, just because of the bombs that I have, but... Packdoll... Okay. So they're... I'm not going to bother. Let's say Golgari artifacts with some splashes. All right, let's... we have three. We had 3 draws that are at a land. If I don't draw a land here, it'll be very sad times. 10 out of 10 sad times. That's Okay, you know what? It happens. Wow, that is kind of ridiculous. Not drawing a 4th land in 6 draw steps is pretty rough. You're never gonna win those games. Yeah, we just have to hope our opponent has a very slow controlling hand. But I don't love my situation here, of course. So if I draw a forest, yeah, here's the thing. I mean, it could even be a situation where I'm just too behind right now. But we'll see where this goes. Okay. Grimbobble. Just trying to use my mana where I can. Yeah. This is just too much. Like, they just have too big of a mana advantage at this point where I just don't see coming back from this spot. I think the best thing to do is just make a 4/4 because that at least blocks Pactol Terror. The arena gods giveth, and the arena gods taketh away. They're like, here, Paul, this is what an awesome draw looks like. And this is the flip side. All right. Yeah, this is just way... Oh my gosh. That is so brutal. All right, I'm done. We're done with this one. Like, what? I literally have nothing to do with my mana after to trade the Helm. Like, what am I going to do? Turn my creature into a 4/4? And then they have the Greenbelt Guardian to draw cards? Yeah, that was a disaster scenario, which I think was very unlikely to happen. And hopefully it doesn't happen again, because I think this deck is very capable of a trophy. Double Ranger's Refueler, double Elvish Refueler, Riverturn Monument, and Sky Sovereign. All right, we'll keep this. 2 islands and a forest. We have Gibrick Omnivore turn 2, Elvish Refueler turn 3, and, most importantly, we've got the Sky Sovereign in hand. Blue-white from the opponent. Mendicant Core, turn 2. Can attack. It's very unlikely that they can play double artifact here, so I think my Elvish Refueler should be able to block the Mendicant Core. Okay, they used Bounce Off on Mendicant Core. Okay. Oh, they could have Spectral Interference? Okay, never mind. I'm going to actually play Dredger's Insight here and get a land. I mean, I'm going to miss. You know, here, the way I look at this is we just milled 4 cards. Land is on top. Look at that. Land is on top. Because we want lands. We have so many exhaust cards. Even, like, if you don't consider the Sky Sovereign, we still want lands. Keeping up Bounce Off mana here. Voyager Quick Welder, okay. There is the land. Boom. Sky Sovereign in play. The damage has been done. Even if they kill the Sky Sovereign, I think we're just going to have far too many resources here. Guidelight Pathmaker. Okay. They already put Mendicant Core into play. Curious what else they can get. Perilous Snare. Okay, that is a really good answer to the Sky Sovereign. Tarion. We cannot play the Tarion. Perilous Snare, huh? How do I want to do this? Couple of really interesting options, honestly. I can attack for 10. Maybe that's good? Draw a card. And then I get to run over the Guidelight Pathmaker. Alright, they take 10. So they have to kill... I mean, they're gonna kill the Sky Sovereign, and then we have a really good attack here. Now, I do need to be mindful of the fact that they can... Like, I don't want them to get to max speed too easily here. Their deck is very good, by the way. Okay, Memory Guardian. Okay. I think I just want to get a 9/7 in play. All right. Two cards in hand for the opponent. Now, if they kill Tarion, it is kind of annoying. Like, I still have lots of ways to draw cards, but then it can get to a point where they get to maximum speed and then get value that way. Okay, Hull Drifter is the play from them. Okay. Really? That's a super aggressive attack. Now, they could have Ride's End. Just debating whether or not I want to attack with the Gibrick. So if I attack with the Gibrick and they Ride's End this, then they block this and chump that. Yeah, let's just keep it back. The way I look at it is if they don't have Ride's End and are forced to double chump block here, I'm still in a really excellent spot. So... Now, I think they're going to... Oh, okay. Well, that... Again. So I guess I could have had lethal here, right? It's okay. They're at 3 life, 3 cards in hand, but we have the superior board here. Okay, never mind. What are you getting with the Pathmaker? All right, now it's like we got to play the... We might have... This is one of those games... I mean, they're at 3, but it might be one of those games where we kind of have to shift gears and play the grind game. But we'll see where this goes. Embalmed Descendant was also incredible. And now they have the Perilous Snare, too. Wow. Okay. All right, so now we are on the lookout for some card draw effects. We want some bounce-offs and such. Oh, I forgot about River Churn Monument. Right. That also gives us a different angle of attack, if you will. Let's see. How do I want to do this? I just need to make sure that I don't die, right? Okay, so let's see. So they're on max speed. They're going to drain me, sure. But again, I'm not too concerned about my life total just yet. Although they can start hitting me pretty hard in the air. 6, 7, 8. Oh, I just realized something. Oh, yikes. With refuelers, I can exhaust this multiple times. I completely forgot about that part. I don't really need to draw more cards here anyways. Okay, they have a backup sundial, sure. Nine, okay. Just seeing what I can find here. Let's play a flyer. Okay. They actually had a really good blue-white deck. Mendicant Core, Guidelight Pathmaker, ways to buy things back. And honestly, like they did and Perilous Snare, they did like that's kind of how you, the only way you can have success with a blue-white deck is you need to have all of it. If you don't, it's just a one-way ticket to a 2-3 or a 3-3 finish. But if you get the uncommons and the rares, yeah, you can make something happen. All right, opponent on the play. Okay, 2 island hand again. We have 9 green sources in our deck. I have Skystreak Engineer as a 2-mana play. If I draw any land, I also have Flood the Engine. And then I also drew Keen Buccaneer. So I just need to find a 3rd land, and my hand will be totally fine. But of course, anything can happen. Yeah, so not interested in getting the monument going just yet. I'd rather just add to the board. Starting column, okay. Come on, give me a land here, please! Thank you! Oh my gosh, I would have been so sad if we missed there. Okay, let's go Keen Buccaneer. Next turn, if I don't draw a land naturally, well, we'll see what happens here. If I don't draw a land naturally, I think what oh, never mind. Okay, well, I drew a land naturally, but that's a Tarion. We gotta just lock that down now. Tarion is too large. Okay, we drew back-to-back land, so no complaints here. Very, very happy. But they're gonna just start continuing to drop monsters into play. Okay, okay, it's a 4/4 Ooze Patrol. And a plow through. Okay, fair enough. I really would like to draw a land here, so I think I'm going to Dredger's Insight for a land. Forest? Nope. Alright, well, I'll take the island still. And now... Alright, let's start the mill game. Especially with the Elvish Refueler in my hand, being able to exhaust multiple times seems quite strong. Have land number 5, so if they play something on the smaller side, I can Sky Sovereign. But of course, they're on big creature mana right now. Please play something small. Nope, 6. Oh, nothing! That's great. So let's target our opponent. Pothole. Oh, we milled the Broken Wings. That's huge. Okay, and we found Defend the Rider. Wow. Okay, so doesn't seem like a great turn to play Sky Sovereign. I think this turn, it is probably worth it to... Well, let's see what they do. Feels like they're going to play something impactful here, but I'm not sure. Maybe I should still keep up Defend the Rider. I don't know. Looks like they have something, which makes me less want to play this Elvish Refueler. So you know what? Let's pass. Okay. I could also make a pilot. Lots of options. Gibrick Omnivore, okay. That is fine. Okay. I'll go Sky Sovereign. Now I can even surprise... I can surprise crew the Ooze Patrol, but we'll see. What do they have? Maximum Overdrive or something? Run over. Okay. That's fine. They have 10 cards in the graveyard. Remember, I still need to be somewhat careful here. So I can probably... Like, it's probably a good idea to use Defend the Rider here to crew Sky Sovereign. I'm at 12 life. I don't know. It's close. They have 3 cards left. They can hit maximum speed this turn, which is a concern. All right, I'm gonna make this. I just think it's a solid use of my lack of green mana here. And obviously, if they have a way to kill Sky Sovereign, then they have a way to kill Sky Sovereign. Okay, fair enough. Oh, nice. Grim Bobble as well. Okay. Here's the thing. If I knew I was going to draw land number 7, I would just exhaust this right away. But I don't. If I mill them, they go to 13, 16, 16 cards. Let's main phase this. And you know what? I am actually going to take a turn off here. Just because I feel like the way that I lose is just somehow they find some way to get some damage through. So by having a 4-4 and a 2-1 in play here, it's so hard for Ooze Patrol to actually connect. And then we can just get back to our regularly scheduled program next turn. They have done a good job of utilizing their removal and their resources, and we are obviously still just trying to survive. Okay, Carrion Cruiser. Okay, so that, I mean... Oh, District Mascot? Okay, Chitin Gravestalker, that's a 1-mana 5-4. Blocked with the Lagak. Okay. Okay. Let's see. If I mill them for 13, they can still activate that and win, huh? So it's probably better to just cast Flood the Engine here on the Chitin Gravestalker. I'm not attacking you, so this doesn't matter. All right. Liking this spot now. It seems really, really difficult to lose from this spot. And then basically the idea is they have a couple of draw steps here. 15. They can crack the column. And they basically need to find an answer for the monument. If they miss here, then they die. We got the Broken Wings too, which is really great. Oh, they're digging. This is a good sign. They don't have any mana. Thundering Broodwagon. A little too late. Wow. If they hit that Broodwagon, that would have actually been really tough. I'm not 100% sure I played that cleanly, but we'll take it. Anytime you have Monument in play, kind of that playing that delicate balance of when to mill, when to exhaust versus just giving yourself the opponent the opportunity to come back and actually kill you. It's a close line. All right, on the 3 islands, all green cards again. You know what? Fine, I mulligan, okay? Goodness. Let's put Carrion on the bottom. I'll keep Sky Sovereign will be the 5-drop of choice that I keep in my hand. All right, turn 2 Monument, turn 3 Refueler. Sky Streak Engineer is a play from the opponent. And, ooh. I drew a Stampeding Scurryfoot, and I have the Selfish Refueler. I think I'll actually just play the Scurryfoot. Just get the mill going. Okay, Afterburner Expert, sure. Ooh, we milled Thunderous Velocipede and Stampeding Scurryfoot. Wow. All right, let's just flood the Afterburner Expert. Attack. Need some lands here. Some lands would be very much appreciated. Because our opponent does look like they have an excellent blue-green deck. Oof. Hey, I actually feel like I'm in trouble here. I mean, this is an instance where the Riverturn Monument is just not going to do enough if I fail to draw more lands. Because this is an excellent, excellent curve from the opponent. I'm going to run out the Elvish Refueler, and I will just pass. But we're taking a lot of damage, so... Yeah, absolutely. Our opponent has a phenomenal deck. Phenomenal deck. Possession Engine? Oh, man. I think we're just dead. Oh, my gosh. What a beating, Mike. Premium cards only allowed in the High Mythic division. I mean, 17 lands, double Dredger's Insight seems good. I know my deck is pretty mana hungry. This is one of those I'm so behind situations, I just gotta make whatever trades I possibly can. I don't even see how I come back from this at this point. There's just a little too much. Oh goodness, a second Elvish Refueler too? And a Beast Rider Vanguard. Yeah. 9 out of 10 deck for the opponent. I only give 9 because I haven't seen the rest of the deck. It's probably close to a 10 out of 10. Okay. Yeah, this is something you see week 1. I guess I have double Elvish Refueler too. What am I saying? But really, really great deck from the opponent. I don't... Oh, they're accruing there, sure. Defend the Rider. Oh my gosh. Still had all of these. Okay. Well, no shame in losing to that deck. That is one of the best Simic decks that I've seen in the last few drafts that I've done. That deck was amazing. All right, 3 and 2. I don't even remember our first loss. Oh, our first loss was the land debacle. All right, on the draw here, we do have 4 lands though, and like I said, this deck is mana hungry. Ooh, Swiftwater Cliffs turn 1, so hopefully it's not like a busted cycling deck. Oh no, it's a teamer deck. Okay. What is your 2-drop of choice, opponent? Venom Sack Lagak, sure. All right, let's go Ranger's Refueler. And then we can go Elvish Refueler. Guidelight Optimizer and Stampeding Scurryfoot. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I guess I'll go Elvish Refueler and pass. This is probably a good turn for them to just activate the Scurryfoot. Now, fortunately, we do have the bounce off to potentially get some tempo back here. Obviously not going to block the Lagak. Wow, they actually chose not to... Oh. This is a lot of action. Like, what is this board? What do I do? I mean, I do have Flood the Engine here, but I just don't... Holy cow. What is happening? Okay. I don't know that I can withstand all of this. Okay, let's start things off by tapping this down. I just feel like I win through card advantage. Alright, I gotta block the Lagak. Alright, I'm at 7. Okay, wait, why do they play? Oh, I guess it's just a big flyer. Yeah. So this can at least block the diversion unit. The ground I have kind of covered. Alright, let's play this, I guess. Refueler or another Skystreak Engineer. Honestly, it could just be another Engineer. I just feel like I just want flyers in play. So we're gonna take a bunch in the air here. All right. Okay, so diversion unit gets tapped. So we're chumping, I suppose? What a terrible spot to be in, though. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, otherwise I'm dead. Honestly, they might... This just tells me they just drew something else. You know what I mean? No? Okay, so I think that was probably a misstep. They should have probably tried to get maximum damage in there. Oh, man. Okay, how do I... I'm at 6 life. I have these 2 bounce-offs. I need to pump my Skystreak Engineer, though, I think. And I have... Gosh. Maybe I don't. Hold on. Okay, that's actually good for me. Well, it's not actually good for me, but... Ah. This would be a really disappointing 3-3, but, like, I can't... Like, I just ran into just some, like... This blue-green deck got off to such a good aggressive start. There was just not much I could have done. Yeah. Mindspring, Merfolk, Rangers, Refueler. What a weird... I'm just... Yeah, this is too much. All right. You know what? Sometimes you run into, like, opponents with just, like, average-looking decks, but, like, in this instance, we just ran into two exceptional Simic decks that were definitely better than mine. Like, I had some good signpost cards, but my opponents were able to curve out so beautifully and put so much pressure on me where... Also, I didn't draw my late game stuff, but, like, I just got run over. I just got run over, and that is that. Wow. This is actually pretty disappointing, I will say. Pretty disappointing. This deck definitely was capable of a trophy, and a lot of it just kind of came down to matchups. And, you know, honestly, I thought we did a pretty good job salvaging everything. And to have a deck that goes 3-3 despite opening Riverchurn Monument and Sky Sovereign is very disappointing. I mean, take a look. It's not like this deck was terrible. It wasn't spectacular, but double Flood the Engine, run over for removal, double bounce off for tempo. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 exhaust cards. Dredger's Insight to find my bombs. Like, this deck just seems totally fine to me, but that blue-green opponent previously, I mean, the person I lost to, I think there's a chance that we had maybe similar power level decks, but they just got off to a really, really quick start. And then the round before, that opponent's deck was also exceptional. So this is just a really good example of sometimes you have decks that look amazing and they underperform. And sometimes you will have decks that look less than stellar and you will have much better results. Like I've trophied or with way, way worse decks than what we have in front of us right now. But that is just the way that Magic works. And I guess maybe I'm a constructed player now because, wow, that was kind of savage. Like I said, I'm feeling kind of sad inside. I don't know. I felt like we made a late pivot into green that actually paid off with the double refueler. We saw that really late run over. And we got a late stampeding Scurryfoot, and we were able to make things work and put together a reasonable combination of cards here. But ultimately, we lost to even better blue-green decks. But you know what? That's how things go. I got to upload this video. I need to get back to testing Explore because deck lists are due tomorrow. But this will be it for me for today. Really disappointing, but hopefully we can recover in tomorrow's draft. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out to all the patrons. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all of your TCG, singles, and seal product needs. Whether you need some booster boxes or singles, they are the place to go. Make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below. below before making any purchases. Last but certainly not least, go to heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top of the line deck boxes, playmat sleeves, dice boxes, and more, heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.